The S.A.I.D principle, specific adaptation to imposed demands. A lot like the principle of specificity, in order to develop certain physical motor qualities, you must train specifically for that motor quality. The S.A.I.D principle explains that the body physically and anatomically will develop and adapt according to the demands posed on it. What demands are placed on a hitter in a live game? There are numerous imposed demands on a hitter during a live game. The obvious demands are this: the batter rapidly needs to determine the rate of speed that the ball is moving at and what space the ball is moving into. What is not so obvious is the visual patterns that the batter is watching as he's taking on these imposed demands, meaning the visual patterns that the pitcher is creating during the live at-bat. Another imposed demand on a hitter in a live game is depth, D-E-P-T-H. So far, the specific imposed demands on a batter in a live game are dealing with the ball and how the batter will react to the ball in the live game. As I mentioned before in other videos, a fundamental principle to hitting is this: hitting is an eye-to-hand coordination, meaning the eye will direct the hand. The eye directs the hip, the eye directs the leg, the eye directs the foot. Hitting is directed by the eyes. Now, when you fuse together the idea that hitting is an eye-to-hand coordination with the S.A.I.D principle, specific adaptations to imposed demands, at what value do we place swing mechanics? I know swing mechanics are valuable to this task, but they're not as valuable as getting the information about the ball quickly and rapidly to the brain. Training specifically for live at-bats. Time is valuable, energy is even more valuable. When I'm preparing for live at-bats, will hitting off the batting tee help me to prepare for these imposed demands? Does doing the short screen flip drills help me to prepare for these imposed demands? Practicing hitting with virtual reality devices, will they help me prepare for these imposed demands? How about taking real batting practice, not fake batting practice, but real batting practice from a pitcher in a full pitching windup from about 50, 55, 60 feet away? Will that help you to prepare for these imposed demands? This is how I prepare hitters. Logically, you got to ask yourself, if a pitcher's pitching from 60 feet away, does a pitcher practice throwing his pitches from 30 feet away, 20 feet away? Does a basketball player practice his shooting on a standard 10-foot rim, or does he practice on a smaller, shorter 7-foot rim to get ready for the imposed demands from the game? I'm Dave Kirilloff, languageofhitting.com. I want to help your son or your team accelerate their hitting development. I want to help them to train for these specific adaptations to imposed demands. Click on the links in the description box and let's get started today.